Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga. Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time a nigga talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga.
Popping bottles and popping models before the IG. Blowing this green, my bitch better than poison ivy. I got that itch, real nigga, how you define me? Fever pitch, I'm slick Rick back in the 90s. I got my patch on, used to fly all my packs home. Only personal smoke, die before it was well known. I'm talking Cali, San Fernando Valley gas, homie. Rain pulled up on me, had like 7 strands on me, no cap. Bars, these bars, I'm the captain of my shit. In fact, my niggas out, moving all type of shit. Eat up or be a hungry nigga. That ain't my forte. Lyrical slaughter, my mama said, I'm Bobby Boucher. They ain't gon' like me, I'm Donald minus the toupee. List the guarantee, and I got my niggas on 3-way. A quick call, the king is sick, it's go time. I don't beg for stripes, nigga, I earn mine.
Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga. Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time a nigga talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga.
Trophy case they loaded if I'm being humble. Man, my flow got splashed like 11 puddles. After school detention, you don't want no trouble. The way these bodies piling up, did somebody fumble? Stand over the body, let me ask you something. Stash the money in the oven, couple racks or something. Water main broke, so she called the plumber. Started poking shorty back like an acupuncture. Man, my appetite for money got me fat as fuck. Y'all be laughing to the bank, I'll be mad as fuck. In this game, it's one drive, you better cash in. Either you go run to death or somebody pass in. That sound tragic. Man, forget the casket. Skip the funeral arrangements and city taxes. Had to check my tax bracket. I'm gaining traction. And I still got my trophies than you whack rappers.
Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga. Trophies for the whole team. We got it over sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time a nigga talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The race going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga.
Emerged from the freestyles in North Flame basement. King nigga, we don't even walk up on the same pavement. Spence with it. Even if I crash, I'm still great. Strapped up, picture Bokeem running through them gates. I'm telling you, brother to brother. Now can you relate? Where only big dollar amounts can restore the faith. Now it's scary hours amongst us. My hunger, it was a come up. Flow shine is when the sun up. Green Hoopers in the cart move fast, so that's a wonder. Call it Alex Felix number, how it run up. I'm the son in the east of 5. I'm just waiting for my come up. Listen up, I'm Max, and I ain't just talking about my dream. An outcast, I threw 3 stacks to get that blue dream. Y'all shit me up. Said, nigga, you think you nice with them schemes? I told him if I'm on the scene, I close a caption for the team. Listen, I tripled up twice. Image MJ with the green. The hook set our greatness up. Yeah, none of our names be Kareem. Now it's
trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time my niggas talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The rate's going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga. Trophies for the whole team. We got it on demand, we never sold dreams. Now the whole scene looking like a whole dream. That's why it's MVP trophies for my whole team. Got them hating lanes pissed every time a nigga talk. Winning all we know, be like fuck a sign of loss. The rate's going up, you could call it hustle heaven. I'm gon' eat what I kill when I want, if a craving, nigga.
Nigga. Yeah. What up? It's your brethren, your brother, Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts. Jack, that we here. XL Pro, what's happening? You know what I'm talking about, man? We here, man. It's a beautiful thing. And we here, man. It's Tuesday night. Tuesday night wrap-up. And y'all know we is here, Jack. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Of course, share on your social engineering. You did. My brother King L said he'll be up shortly. So while we wait for King L to come up, all right, we're going to listen to this track right here by none other than my brother King L's. You did. Featuring my brother Narciss the Sick. You did. Tap in, walk with us. Touchdown. Remember, you throw my 2 arms up. You did. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. Let's go.
GotInstrumentals.com.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
Yeah, we here. Yeah, Tuesday. Tap in, walk with us, yo.
Tip ball. 2 arms up, yelling touchdown. She said hit her up when I touchdown. She wanna get touchdown. Now I need all my deals 6 and up touchdown. Meet me with them circles, it's a tip ball. Gotta watch these snakes there, tip ball. Fans watching cause it's tip ball. When I finish, need 10 figures on the floor. Tip ball. 2 arms up, yelling touchdown. She said hit her up when I touchdown. She wanna get touchdown. Now I need all my deals 6 and up touchdown. Curry style your G rolling back to back. It's unanimous, my team need an extra sack. I need a quarterback before she run it back. No, shift is beef gravy, niggas don't want none of that. They always hurt the game like Romo back. I'm sure with this combo, Tim Low in that. Get them high off contact, they don't want no contact. When it's time for combat, Raiders chroma black. No funeral, still we dressing all black. If I breathe words, nigga know it's all fact. We ain't built the same, y'all Trishan niggas all whack. Swift move of the wrist, turn your team to artifacts. When the heartless react, the art is intact. I get you detached. then that line go flat. We eating over here, we don't fuck with scraps. All we know is win. GS double that. 2 arms up, yelling touchdown. She said hit her up when I touchdown. She wanna get touchdown. Now I need all my deals 6 and up. Touchdown. Meet me with them circles, it's a tip off. Gotta watch these snakes there. Tip off. Feds watching cause it tip off. When I finish, need 10 figures on the floor. Tip off. 2 arms up, yelling touchdown. She said hit her up when I touchdown. She wanna get touchdown. Now I need all my deals 6 and up. Touchdown.
Rolling up an airline, take another flight. I'll be getting so high, I'm at another height. Got that MJ in me, so get a different mic. If you ain't rolling with us, get a different bike out. Throw your keyboards out, I'm a different type. Blowing on petroleum, take a different flight. Sick, hot, couple shots of Henny and a Coke. Not asking too much, I'm mentioning the boats. E.N.E, 3D, coming in HD. FaceTiming anybody, but you can't face me. Prostitution, man, I don't give a fuck. If I did, bet she paid the dinner, bruh. Talking beef, man, we got an army truck. No shit, so sick, yeah, it's like, yeah. Give me 6, baby girl, that's a touchdown. Tackle at the 6, that's a rundown.
2 arms up, yelling touchdown. She said hit her up when I touchdown. She wanna get touchdown. Now I need all my deals 6 and up. Touchdown. Meet me with them circles, it's a tip off. Gotta watch these snakes there. Tip off. Fans watching cause it tip off. When I finish, need 10 figures on the floor. Tip off. 2 arms up, yelling touchdown. She said hit her up when I touchdown. She wanna get touchdown. Now I need all my deals 6 and up. Touchdown. She just wanna see my moves FaceTime. I just wanna beat it up bass on. My flow dope like I lace mine. Can't copy my flow, no retrace lines. My bitches chase me, I never chase mine. It's a God hour, I'm more like my eighth rhyme. Boss tossing E.N.E, consider hate crimes. Like a dope deal, counted twice before I made mine.
Attack a nigga character, get your ass buckled. For real, you a waste. Get the belt buckle. Babe girl want a ring just to show I love you. No. Only rings you can get is some brass knuckles. If you really want a man just to chill the fuck, okay. I'm the #1 pick like Andrew loves me. It's a tip off. It's a tip off. Said you a rip off, generic from the lift off.
2 arms up, yelling touchdown. She said hit her up when I touchdown. She wanna get touchdown. Now I need all my deals 6 and up. Touchdown. Meet me with them circles, it's a tip off. Gotta watch these snakes there. Tip off. Fans watching cause it tip off. When I finish, need 10 figures on the floor. Tip off. 2 arms up, yelling touchdown. She said hit her up when I touchdown. She wanna get touchdown. Now I need all my deals 6 and up. Touchdown.
6 and up, touchdown. The tip off. Tip off. Yeah. What up? We here. My brother King Els is in the building. I'm waiting for him to come back on the screen, and we're going to bring him right up, and we're going to get right to it, Jack. What's up with y'all? How y'all doing tonight, man? You know? Y'all know how we do it, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. E.N.E Tuesdays, Sports Tuesdays. We here, playoffs, WNBA, all type of crazy stuff going on. You dig? Right? And y'all know we're going to get straight to it, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And we're going to do it like we used to it. You know what I'm talking about? You dig? Smash that like button, click on the bell, and subscribe to the page, Jack. You know? Right? Shout out to all the beautiful ladies of the WNBA. Everybody coming into the league. All the vets. You know what I'm talking about? After all these years, the WNBA is starting to get some type of recognition, man. You know? Starting to finally get some recognition as being something worthy of giving attention to. Because y'all all know my opinion, man, when it comes to women's basketball. You feel me? But as of lately, I can no longer say you niggas is ass like women's basketball, because women's basketball, I gotta say, it's not so ass anymore. You know? You want to finish eating first before I bring you up, L? Are you good? Or you lucky over there stuffing your face, man? Was it Taco Tuesday over there, man? And Julie done sit up there and make some tacos, man.
My brother.
You said what?
The building was good.
Man, you already know, man. We here, man. It's Tuesday night. You know how we do it, man. You understand me, best? Tuesday night wrap up E.N.E Sports. Y'all know how we do it. My brother King L's in the building. What happened, man?
Man, not much, bro. You know, just getting back to the house, posted up, chilling. You see, getting my nourishment game on. Got the chili game popping. I turned my chili into a sloppy Joe. You know, I had to hood it up a little bit through the barbecue sauce, sweeten it up a little bit, make it feel like a sloppy Joe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, bro. You know, just chilling out, man. Watching the WNBA opening night games. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. And speaking of the WNBA, we're gonna start the show off with the WNBA power rankings. You did?
So tonight, man, you got some. You got the schedule on here when we scroll
Aces
down a
on
little
top
bit.
ahead of opening tonight.
Of course,
yeah.
Rightfully so. I expect them to repeat. You know, three-peat this year. Yeah, I expect the Aces, man. They just got a dominant ass team. New York Liberty. So tonight, that's the schedule right now. You got the New York Liberty versus the Washington Mystics. Scroll up just a little bit more, Verge. Nah, scroll up a little bit. Yep, right here. Yep. And then right now, scroll down. Scroll down to the schedule. Yep, there we go. All right, so that's what we got on tonight. You got the New York Liberty versus Washington Mystics. They like at the end of the third right now. You got Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun. That's what I'm watching right now. You know, they Caitlin Clark and the Fever, they down by 10 right now. And you got the Phoenix Mercury versus Las Vegas Aces. Actually, that's going to be the best game tonight. You know what I mean? That's Diana Taurasi on the Phoenix Mercury and the Las Vegas Aces, the defending repeat champions with Aja Wilson. You know, last year, you know, she was outstanding. So I expect them to be the same. And then you also got the Minnesota Lynx versus Seattle Storm, which is also a great game too. So, but my game of the night is going to be the Phoenix Mercury versus the Las Vegas Aces. So you're going to watch one of the games with the most action-packed game. That's the best one of the night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna make sure we end the show by, you know, we're gonna watch, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. And here you go, number one, number two, rightfully so. This was who was in the championship last year. You had the Las Vegas Aces. They repeated last year. You know, they basically brought everybody back. They got Aja Wilson. They got Kelsey Plum. You know what I mean? They got everything. Like, they literally loaded, man. They got, you know, the best team out there, top to bottom. I don't expect too much anything less than what they do. So it's gonna be dope to see them run at New York Liberty too. You know, at number two, hey, they had injuries last year in the finals, so they didn't have a full squad. Um, One of their best players was out last year in the finals. So we're gonna see how they do going into the finals this year. You know, see how they make it. I think they get back. You know, I think we'll see the same finals again. Seattle Storm. You already know, man. Sue Bird and all them out there doing their thing, man. Skylar Diggins is out there now, doing her thing. Um, it's gonna be, dope, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this works out. Phoenix Mercury, well, Connecticut Sun. That's what I'm watching right now. They one of the best defensive teams in the league. And they, this is Caitlin Clark. She 7 points, 2 for 7, 1 for 4 from the three. Had a couple turnovers. She is in foul trouble, so she ain't got to play like she should tonight. You know, she got 2 fouls like in the first 5 minutes. So she been on and off. She ain't been able to get in the rhythm, but 7 points is early in the third, so we'll see how she do. Phoenix Mercury, you already know they got the legendary Diana Taurasi out there, Brittany Griner out there. Um, Brittany Griner I think she's playing for the Mercury, so that's why I think they got the Phoenix. You know what I mean? They got Phoenix looking good this year, though, man. They're gonna have a good team if everybody can be healthy. So I really like them. You know. Anytime you got Taurasi out there, even though Taurasi like 41 years old, man, she's still always a beast when she's on that floor. So you can't never count her out. Minnesota Lynx, I always like the Minnesota Lynx because my favorite WNBA player ever, Maya Moore, who just recently retired. That's who she was rocking with. Brought him a couple championships. Yeah. One of my favorite hoopers. Well, she is my favorite hooper of all time. That I've seen. I didn't get a chance to see Cheryl Miller.
This nigga, he's stupid.
Cheryl Miller on tape though is the best I've ever seen. But who I've seen live, Candace Parker, she one of the best. There's a lot of women. I'm a Connecticut fan, so I've always watched Connecticut. We breed the best. Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird. We could go down the list. Breanna Stewart is the most decorated. I mean, she won 4 championships. She's the only one that won 4 championships. So, we got to salute her. But to me, the best that I've seen all around game, Maya Moore, definitely. Maya Moore just had everything. She was playing against D Wade and Brown and them in the summertime, just having fun. So, what's up, OG in the building? XL Pro, what up? What up? But yeah, that's a good top 6 right there. I respect it. That we getting into the season tonight. Like I said, there's some good games. Get a chance, check them out. It's been a little sloppy so far to start the night off. I will say that, but I like how they trying to incorporate the sexiness of the WNBA this year. So, just from the photo shoots, you see the thumbnail that Verge used. That photo shoot highlighted the women, dressed like women, looking, they was looking nice. I mean, might I say all of them, all of them had a nice little picture, So I like how the WNBA is at least trying to do better promotion this year and get these girls more pay because the TV contract is up at the end of this season. So they better play it smart this year. They can make a lot of money next year. This white chick is cold. Jeez. Cameron Brink, okay.
Yeah, she is bad. I ain't gonna sit there. Do that. Y'all sit there, hate all y'all want to. That white bitch bad.
You feel me, Purge?
Bad.
I'm like, jeez, tall as hell too. Yeah.
We ain't gonna ever sit up there and do that, man. You talk about it. Yeah.
Hey man, Liz, man, that's a big, tall, and nice. Liz, she wasn't in the photo shoot, but she should have been. She's definitely one of the coldest,
Yeah,
nigga.
the one tall girl. Was she from New Zealand, from Australia or some shit like that? What a tall ass girl
I
from?
thought she was from
Tall
South
light skinned
America.
chick.
Was she from South America?
Oh, she
Is
from.
it?
I want to say she from Australia or some shit. Yeah, Liz
Okay.
Cambridge, man. Is she from
Yeah.
like Australia or some shit like that? Big, tall,
Oh,
bad bitch.
yeah, she cold. Wherever she's from.
She's pretty as hell. She's real
Man,
pretty.
and she
No makeup
cold.
or nothing. I seen her out there balling with dude. Like dude was straight getting FGs and rizzing her up too. Yeah, she a tall bad bitch. Like that girl.
Man.
no, hold on real quick, Liz. Hold on, Liz. If you see this, no disrespect, baby. But she like what, 7 feet tall?
Nah, she
She's
about
6'8".
6'7", 6'8".
She like 6'8", ain't she?
Yeah, she tall.
She tall
She
as
up,
hell. I mean a big, tall, thick, pretty broad, man.
and she
You see her
coordinated like
walk
a
down the
mother.
street like, damn.
Man,
I'm six
ooh,
three, so she tall. She 5 inches taller than me.
I'm climbing trees in that motherfucker, bro.
Man,
I'm telling you
yeah,
that,
she
bro.
definitely is, OG. I gotta say that. I just seen her with no makeup and super did up, and she cold.
Yeah, cold.
She look good with no makeup. Long, pretty, natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
Skin is smooth and even. She ain't got no blemishes on her skin.
Yeah, she
She's
look good,
pretty.
man.
You know what I'm talking about? I know.
Yeah,
God damn, dog.
and she could hoop.
Dumb hoop skills. She definitely should have been in that skills ad for sure.
Man, they missed out on that
Yeah,
one.
though, man. We're gonna sit up here and get to this though, man. WNBA star Asia Wilson suggests Caitlin Clark's popularity linked to race. Man, see, this is stuff I don't be really feeling right here, man. Because although
Yeah,
there's probably some truth to that,
I don't think so.
I'm just saying I'm not gonna say it's not any truth to that now. I'm not gonna say that's completely false,
Yeah,
but I don't think it's the sole or even a major reason of why Caitlin Clark is popular.
I could see why some on the outside feel that way. I was just over Breon's house, and like I've always told you, the first time I've seen anything about Caitlin Clark was when she was in high school. When my homie, they used to share it in the group chat. A bunch of hooper ass niggas. Niggas that done played college, all that shit. Not saying it's any different, but I'm just saying like niggas that them niggas really hoop. And them niggas used to always put her highlights when she was in high school. And then like I remember her freshman year when she hit up Iowa, they started posting more and more, and then it started getting to like the second year, like niggas just like literally we wasn't even posting niggas like that in the group chat, but we like, yo, do you see these highlights of what she doing out here? And as we watching, she ended up even getting her team to she beat like yeah, she didn't win no championships, but she beat the two best other teams. Like uh she beat South Carolina last year to get to the finals, and then she beat LSU this year to get to the finals. Now, yeah, she couldn't close out a championship, but she actually beat both of the teams that beat her. And shit, South Carolina didn't lose a game in like a year and a half, 2 years before she beat them. She's not like a 52 game win streak or some shit. So we gotta give the girl some credit. And it wasn't because she was white that made people. I also want to clear that up. It wasn't because she was white. The reason why her highlights got shared, it was because of the style of her game, the way that she plays the game. She's shooting from half court. You know what I mean? Like when you see shit like that, that's that Steph Curry effect. That's the reason we like Steph Curry. So that's the reason why she's the reason why people rock with her. It's her style of play. It has nothing to do with like if it was a black girl that was able to do the same shit, we would be watching her the same way. You know what I mean? But black girl pulling 50% from a 3-point line from the logo, we gonna respect that. It don't matter who you are. So
That's the reason why. I don't feel this, but Aja got her reasoning why, and it is what it is.
And like I said, man, I'm not gonna say, like I said, I'm not gonna say that there's no truth that race plays a part in it. That just would just not be being honest, right? But is it the deciding factor, the major factor? Nah, I don't think so at all. Right? I mean, because you could say the same for Asia. At the top of the article, it said, and I wouldn't argue with this. She's arguably the best player in the WNBA right now.
Yeah. Yep.
She's basically the LeBron of the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
So, we gotta give her respect and give her props for all the things she's accomplished. She's highly decorated. I'm not too much agreeing the whole thing with just like the sympathy shoe thing. I'm not really feeling that, but I mean, I'm not knocking nobody getting their bread either, though. So you know what I mean? Yeah, hey, it is what it is, man. Shout out to Asia though, man. She's a nice looking broad too, man.
The thing is, you gotta sell them shoes, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. You gotta sell.
Don't get it. They don't understand how this stuff works. Like, you just get a shoe, just you like popping and stuff. No, it got to be like the right time, the right shoe, the right brand, the right marketing scheme. The style of the shoe has to be universal. Guys would have to want to wear it.
Yeah.
Unless you're just gonna market it to chicks.
Yeah.
Which I don't think would be wise.
Nah, I don't think so either. But,
it's a lot to go into the shoe. It ain't just that simple.
Yeah, people think it was a black and white thing, and I'm like, nah. Think about it. Nobody really watched women's sports until last year. Nobody, like most of, you had a couple of people like me that watch it, but I remember I used to be in group chats with niggas, and niggas would be like, when I would be like, oh, UConn won the championship, niggas would be like, we don't watch that shit. So I stopped talking women's basketball around niggas because niggas didn't even want to hear it in discussions, So I'm like, all right.
She got hella different shoes.
Yeah, her shoes ain't bad, actually. Like the design ain't bad at all. I will say Aja got some cool shoes. I'm pretty sure they nice and light.
I ain't gonna front these shits ain't really all that for real, B.
Yeah, they ain't all that, but they ain't bad though. I seen, it be niggas be coming out with horrible shoes. You know what I mean? Like, they like a little twist off the Air Maxes.
Yeah, that's what throw you off when you first see these joints, right?
Yeah, they look like the Air Maxes with no bubble, like the Air Maxes mixed with the AIs. Kind of got the question. You know how AI got the question kind of bottom, the Reebok logo kind of.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. These is kind of ill though a little bit. Dez was good, boy. I ain't gonna front. These is kind of nasty a little bit.
You say race has a lot to do with what's going on with that girl. Explain how.
Yeah, you gotta when you gotta defend that, Dez. That's my nigga. Dez was good. You know who that is, man. That's Deshaun Jones. Deshaun, you know Deshaun, nigga.
Yeah, you gotta explain that.
Yeah, you gotta explain that, Dez, bro.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Because she's she hoops, man. You don't average 30 points.
Yeah, just a white girl, man. She's a highly skilled basketball player.
Yeah, average 30 points and 10 plus assists at the highest.
Cannot take that away from her, man.
She hoops, man. And she had a bum ass team and literally took her team to the championship.
She literally carried her team 2 years.
They supposed to be promoting her like that. She the best. She was the best in college.
I ain't gonna front. I kind of like these right here.
Yeah, she the only one that I know that my homies was posting in group chats. That's what I'm saying. Those are ones that I said the design I thought was was kind of cool. It kind of reminded me of the kamikaze back in the day, Shaq joints a little bit, just in the way it had the wave joints. Uh, yeah, Breonna Stewart, but Breonna Stewart is definitely promoted though. She's like, girls I guess had a problem with her, but I'm a UConn fan, so of course I'm always rock with the UConn. And to me, when we talk about most decorated career, now that's the difference. Are we talking careers? Or are we talking about who brings excitability to the game? See,
and that's what I think a lot of people don't
yeah,
get too, OG.
yeah,
And I don't think that
because
necessarily has to do anything with her race. I'm not saying her race doesn't play a part, but I just don't.
yeah,
I'm not
nah,
so sure
remember.
that it's the reason why she's being promoted is because she's white. I don't think that.
So look at it
I
like
do think it
this.
definitely plays a factor, but
Yeah, but look at it like this, Verge. Let me tell you. All right, look at it like this. All right, think about this, y'all. We're looking at basketball for what it is. Let me cam up. All right, so we look at basketball for the scope of what it is. We look at superstars per se, right? What do superstars normally do? They either dunking or they shooting 3-pointers, right? Or they playmakers, right? Those are your superstars, right? You got to be one of the three. You got to be a dope ass playmaker like a Chris Paul. You got to be a high level dunking nigga like LeBron that can play make and all that. Juju's cool. Juju got some growing to do. I really like Juju though. Juju's definitely getting mad exposure. Like she literally, you gotta think she got that much exposure as a freshman. That was nuts. I don't think we ever seen a freshman with that much exposure. So I don't know. Juju actually got a lot of exposure. She already got commercials and I mean, well, nah, Paige Breckers, Paige, she went back. So Paige is gonna be there. So it's gonna be Paige is gonna be the number one name next year. And then they're gonna try to make it that I'm gonna see people saying Juju should get more press than Paige. No, I'm sorry. Juju's nice, I give her that, but Paige is gonna be number one next year. Um, it ain't got look when it comes to basketball, bro. It ain't no color in this shit. Like that's what I don't get. Like it only became color when it became mainstream. If you've been watching women's sports, it's been black, white, whatever. Like shit, like you said, Breonna Stewart, the who should be the most. Actually, this is gonna play against what y'all saying because Aja Wilson is, the number one in the game, right? She's black, but Breonna Stewart is the only one who's the most decorated and won 4 college championships. And she ain't talked about like that. She's white, but nobody that's you can say that's reverse, but nobody ever brings that up, right? So that's one thing that kind of will shake that. But like I said, with the way that the new fandom came in these last 2 years, people didn't even really watch it until it was Iowa versus LSU. Like, if I'm gonna keep it a bean, I'm gonna say most black people didn't ever pay attention to college basketball until LSU versus Iowa. And what made people split this into a race thing was that one game. The one game. It's funny how one game could. What did he say? What did Jay Z tell him? It's funny how one shot could fuck up the game. Like literally, that's what happened. That one game because they promoted it on the networks as a black versus white game because you had a team that had mostly all white girls versus LSU, who actually one of their best players was a white girl, but we ain't even gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? The actual best player, because Reese was she had a great season, but the white girl Lucky was the number one player. She was the one who was there. Like, but that's a whole other thing. That's what I'm saying, man. When we talk about the game, we gotta give it the proper respect. The reason why Caitlyn is getting the press, and the reason why is look at all the accolades. She beat, like, yeah, she didn't win no championship, but look at her team. I mean, she wasn't even supposed to be going to the championship, honestly. Now she was there this last year, the year before, right? She's there the year before, but that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the year before. My fault. I wasn't talking about this year. I was talking about the year when they was all playing. But
Hey,
even
I
then,
ain't gonna hold y'all. Right? I ain't gonna hold y'all.
it's not black and white though.
And I ain't gonna hold y'all, right? These joints right here is fire. I ain't gonna sit here and hold y'all.
Which one is them?
These is the Asia
The
Wilsons.
yeah, the other ones, yeah. She got some nice
These
designs.
these are silver and white joints.
Yeah, you know, you just get some
I ain't
good
gonna front. These
colorway.
joints is fire right here.
Yeah, all she gotta do is get her some nice colorway. I like that colorway.
Yeah, them is fire right there.
Yeah, I just don't see. I don't know. I just never seen, especially WNBA. Like WNBA is definitely, if anything, a mixture of
Cosmic
black and white
Unities.
people.
The stitching on them bitches is nasty.
Yeah, that stitching is nice. I
I ain't
like
gonna
that.
front.
The
These are sick
details.
right here. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie. I cop a pair of these.
yeah, I like those.
Them bitches is fire right there. Keep it real, man. Them is
And they
fire.
got a good price point too.
Yeah, they ain't even super waxing for them joints. You feel me?
Yeah. But nah, yeah, I don't know. It's because I watch it, so I like black and white players and overseas players. Like, so I don't.
They ain't even $100.
Yeah, they're like 89, ain't they? 80, 75.
74.97.
Yeah, yeah. But the women's game, I feel like pretty much is the same. Honestly, I mean, the only reason why I'm gonna tell you this. The only reason why Caitlin Clark is getting this much press is because she's pulling up from the fucking logo and she's making that shit at a 50% clip. And she knows she could pass the fucking ball. Like, you know, when you averaging 30, when you lead the nation in assists and points, I don't know if that's ever been done in the women's game. I mean, that's impressive. And leading a team that's a mediocre team without you. Like South Carolina, think about it. My team is UConn. We lost 5 players this year. We did not have 5 players entering into the tourney this year, and we still made it to the Final Four. If they lose and our 5 players all got drafted, or they going back and they gonna get drafted next year. These top players. If Iowa would have lost Caitlin, they wouldn't even went to the tourney. Uh, if Angel Reese would have got injured for LSU, they still would have went to the tourney and went far in the tourney. That's the difference. South Carolina, they literally they bench it. South Carolina just has the best team in college basketball. They have for the last 4 years. You know what I mean? Even though last year, the reason why they did, if they would have played against LSU, they would beat LSU. But guess who beat them last year? It was Caitlin Clark. Remember, she snapped like a 50-something game win streak for SC. You know, so that's what I'm saying, man. We just gotta give these players respect, and we really gotta really evaluate them on the level playing field. Because when you talk college basketball, a lot of these teams it's normally the same teams, the same players. You know how college basketball is. It's different than the NBA or WNBA. But also WNBA is also the Las Vegas Aces and the New York Liberty definitely are stacked on both sides. Nah, they would. I don't think so. I will low key was shitty. We'll see. This year we're gonna see. They didn't. I mean, they had two. They had 2 players, but none of them got drafted. None of them. None of them went to the league. That's what I'm saying. These other teams, when you look at Connecticut, we sending 4 to 5 to the league every year. LSU sending 3 to 4 every year. FC sending 4 every year. You know what I mean? I'm talking about teams that stacked, that's sending players to the league every year to the WNBA. Iowa ain't sending nobody to the. I mean, we'll see if they gonna get to the NBA, but ain't none of them get drafted. She the only one that got drafted. Our hurt players got drafted. Like I said, we sent 5 players to the league this year off of UConn. I mean, shit. It's difference with the top teams, and even in men's college basketball don't be like that. You know, Kentucky used to be like that. UNC used to be like that, but they ain't even like that no more. Women's is the only ones with one team sending 4 or 5 players off of one team every year. three or four teams. LSU, SC, and UConn are sitting, and now USC is about to be another one. Now they coming up in the mix. What was it, Arizona or where the one chick was going? I mean, it's teams popping up, but those four teams now that USC got into the mix these last couple of years, they stopped. I mean,
Wow.
all of them. So, you know, it's a difference, man.
It's tough to say, man. It's a difference now.
You know, Caitlin Clark is the only Iowa player that went to the WNBA this year.
It's crazy, all right? Nobody from Iowa went to the WNBA.
That's the difference I'm talking about. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I get it, but that's the difference. When we talk about real college, women's college basketball team, her team wasn't like that. And she was there. She went to back-to-back championship without a team, without another WNBA prospect outside of her. And she going to get beaten. When she beat SC last year, think about it, bro. That team was better than they was this year. Last year, the one that she beat. And the LSU team was better. Well, nah. I feel like Reese got settled towards the end of the year more.
Right.
But for sure, SC's team was better last year. South Carolina was better last year when she beat them last year. LSU could be argued. But yeah, man. Shout out to the WNBA though, man. Everybody wins at the end of the day with that.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. You know, y'all finally getting some burn that y'all deserve, man. You know? It's going to be exciting to see what happens. You feel me?
Yeah, man. I'm excited to see this season, man. When the last time anybody said they was excited to see a WNBA season?
You said when the last time anybody said they was.
I mean, tell me, Bird. We know Bird ain't said that shit ever.
No, I ain't never said that shit, man.
You know, the last time was when me personally was when Maya Moore got drafted. That was the last time I was excited to watch her play. Candace Parker. I like Candace Parker when she was playing, you know. But even other players, I don't really get too excited. I watch the playoff all the time, but that's it. I don't really watch the regular season unless I'm just, you know, they air them on Sundays. You ain't doing nothing on a soft Sunday, you know.
Right.
I'll let it rock if it come across the screen. They got niggas talking about going to games this year.
You said niggas was talking about going to games?
Yeah, I ain't never heard niggas talking about going to WNBA games and no shit like that. Niggas that hit me up trying to go to games. Like, you want to go catch a game? Like, hey, whatever. Do it.
Go catch a WNBA game. Yeah, but what's up with these NBA power rankings, though? Playoff rankings, I should say.
Hey,
brackets.
It's getting real out here, man.
Definitely getting real.
Getting real in the field, man. You see it, you know, tied up in OKC versus Dallas, you know, tied up. Minnesota versus Denver. It's crazy because no team, see, in the Dallas and OKC, they both have a game at each other's, you know, they both won on each other's floor. So it's kind of like 1-1 at home in a way. But it's interesting because Minnesota versus Denver, neither team has won on their own home floors.
Right.
So, you know, it's just interesting. But it shows, hey, man, Minnesota came out hot. And then Denver, they did what they're supposed to do as a defending champion. So, you know, this next game is going to be pivotal in both of those series out there in the Western Conference. Cleveland, man. Unfortunately, Donovan Mitchell, Spider, wasn't able to play. Jared Allen, he been out for the whole playoffs.
They lost to Boston, right?
Yeah, man, they down 3-1 now. So it's just unfortunate, man. Whenever you have these injury issues in the playoffs, it's always an unfortunate thing. But that's what happens when you get to the end of the year. Um, we got the Pacers and you know Pacers and Knicks. I like the series. What Brunson was kind of injured the other game. That series, I originally had the Knicks. Pacers been lighting their ass up. When they win big. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see, man. I think the Pacers might take the series, but I won't count out New York in that. I got Boston winning that one. I know Star, that OKC is Star's team. Um, I like Dallas still slightly just because they got a little bit more veteran leadership on their team. So that's why I'm going to go with them. And Minnesota, Denver, man, this is the toughest one to call because uh, I want to go with the. If I'm a betting man, I'm still going to put my money on Denver, but I really like Minnesota, man. I would love to see Minnesota. Like Minnesota is exciting. They got everything you need. To me, they got one of the best, well constructed teams. Uh, I really enjoy watching Minnesota, and I really enjoy watching all these teams. Really in the Western Conference, especially like OKC with Chet and SGA, man. Just their whole team. I like their whole team too. They got a bunch of young guys that could go. Dallas turned it up. They got some young big men down there, so lively. He been playing very effective for his rookie season, and great defense. Kyrie gonna do what Kyrie do, and Luca been doing what Luca do. So I just really like what they got. Tim Hardaway Jr. coming off the bench for them. He provides what he always provides. He's one of those guys that can get you anywhere from 15 to having a breakout game, 30 or whatever. So it's always good to have those kind of players on your squad. There's third and fourth, fifth type players on the team, not even starters. So that's dope. But yeah, man, it's a lot of good teams, man. I really like all these teams. They all got certain things I like about them. The Pacers with Miles Turner, I've always been a fan of him. Halliburton, I liked him when he was up with the Kings, and I seen him kind of grow into the player he became today, a good two-way player. And of course, Jalen Brunson. I like Jalen Brunson when he was running with the Mavs. I kind of seen. I didn't want him to leave the Mavs, but I understood it. New York was crazy as they ain't even got Julius Randle playing. Julius Randle would definitely be making a huge difference because he gives them a whole nother scoring option, defensive option too, to help protect the paint. So yeah, I really like this playoffs, man. It's just been injuries been kind of hurting people, but that happens, man.
He said it happens.
It does, man.
When it does, it's a part of the sport, man.
Yeah, you look at the 76ers and the Bucks, man, and you look at them like shit. Giannis didn't even play one game, and then Dame was out. That's your two best players gone in that series. And then you look at 76ers. I mean, Embiid been playing on one leg for the last like 3 years, it feels like. But, it's just fucked up, man. Injuries, man. The Clippers, yeah, the Clippers too, man. They was red hot. That's why I picked to win it. Had Kawhi been able to play, but Kawhi wasn't able to play, so they didn't win it. I had to put that clause on there, man. You gotta put that clause with that nigga, man. That nigga, it is what it is, y'all. Every single single day. CEO thing. I know
Classic E.N.E shit right here. Tap in, walk with us.
It seems every single day it's the same old thing. It might go a different way, but it's still in the same. It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO thing. Okay. It seems every single day it's the same old thing. It might go a different way, but it's still in the same. It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO thing. I don't get how niggas ain't focused on cream. Don't even pay attention to niggas who show them the scheme. I guess you niggas is comfortable with the same old thing. Not me, I gotta get me your range on things. I'm tired of niggas saying things that they don't mean. In my city, that's the reason niggas blaze like trees. Amazingly, it seems that the rats survive. Or should I call them cats, cause they got lives. Just in case these niggas try to catch me. You see a nigga skating with his ice like he's I'm in Miami on jet skis to catch a breather. Cause in my city, niggas out here play follow the lead. It seems every single day it's the same old thing. It might go a different way, but it's still in the same. It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO thing. Okay. It seems every single day it's the same old thing. It might go a different way, but it's still in the same. It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO thing. Can't get enough. C-Dub running this stuff. Put the beat to your head, now niggas can duck. I don't know about you, but I know about us. And then you uncertain move, man, shit gets rough. Sorry for your luck. Yo, you did see it coming. Had a little brush of death, now niggas still running. Please. The rest is political hypocrites. And they know martial and political fingertips. And with the quickness of a cheetah. Animated lifestyle, now I'm screwing with cedar. Smoking on Chiba. Got the society on watch. And the CP got society on lock. I'm good in the hood with a baby blue fitted. I'll shoot you a 6-bar ticket. Parental permission and a bottle of yak. Some CO dro and a couple of stacks. And tracks, relax, yo, what faction go? The CO thing, yeah, something you can want.
That was your last message. I will save messages.
It seems every single day it's the same old thing. It might go a different way, but it's still in the same. It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO thing. Okay. It seems every single day it's the same old thing. It might go a different way, but it's still in the same. It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO thing.
I'm all about my bread, you can see it in my damn face. Fresh on from the beer, still facing another damn case. Shit, I gotta get me some damn cake. I'm manufacturing, distributing with big rates. I'm contracts already, so what's the kid's fate? Copy and flip it, breaking down bricks to ace. Jewels, watches with the custom face. Foreign whips, chromed out with the custom plates. My life is based upon
what I'm gonna do today.
Getting money from moving where you from? Around
my way.
Juice you can spot from
about a mile away.
Money raking up about a holiday. Stacks at home celebration.
It's a holiday.
Load the guns up and bang and ride for my niggas. It's a CO
thing. Every single day it's the same old thing. It might go a different way, but it's still in the same. It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO thing. It seems every single day it's the same old thing. It might go a different way, but it's still in the same. It's the CEO thing. It's the CEO thing.
I don't know where y'all from, but around my way, we rock Jews. You can spot from about a mile away.
Trying to make about a pal a day. Celebration Stacks home. It's a holiday. That was my shit.
You feel me?
That's it.
I don't know where y'all from, right? Where y'all niggas is from, right?
That's my shit, man. It's crazy because both times we did that song, when we did that one and the remix, shit, you was just coming home on both, were you?
I think so.
Hey.
Right?
Both the Kid Magic studio too.
Yeah.
Yep, one was in the original basement, then the other one was at the advantage spot off of Legacy.
Yeah. So you right. So yeah, man, you know I had to dig in.
Good times, y'all.
I had to dig in the crates for you niggas one time. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? We got the hard
back in the day.
Yeah, we got the hard drive over here, so you know what I'm saying. I have to go ahead and sit up there and dig in the crates for you niggas one time. You know what I'm talking about? What's that real life C-Dub shit right there, man? You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Had to share that with y'all, you feel me? Yeah, anyway, we here though, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna get to some more of this sports stuff real quick. You know, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. All this talk about GOAT this and GOAT that. Right.
All that. PlayInTheBuilding.com. The building, you already know what it is. OG, XL Pro. Everybody in the cloud watching, man. Shout out to everybody tapping in tonight, man. We really appreciate y'all on this great Tuesday, man. It's the WNBA season debut. You know what I mean? The NBA playoffs is going on. MLB, the baseball games going on. You got the NHL playoffs going on. It's playoff time, y'all. So, you know, enjoy this time for the sports because remember, it's going to dry up here in about a month, y'all. Better enjoy it.
Arguing with people from the Generation Z about LeBron James and Michael Jordan, and the only choice you have is to become an old person. I never feel older than when I have that conversation.
If the audience isn't familiar, a lot of Gen Zers on TikTok have been calling out Jordan for not having a left hand.
You can come out and you can make the case and you can break LeBron down to his component parts and you can say all these things that you think are better than Jordan, and you can make the point that you think that this particular era has a greater level of competition. Like all of these things that make perfect sense. And all I'm trying to say is we were there. This is not to say that you little youngsters don't have no point because you were not there. I'm just telling you, if you are going to try to make this argument, you just going to have to settle for the fact that you're right. You see what I'm saying? Like if you think you're correct, you are just going to have to be satisfied with the fact that you're correct. You're not going to get me to believe that you are right. You're not going to come out here and with your goddamn PowerPoint presentation and a laser pointer and start bringing all this stuff up and down. You could break out some sigmas. You could break out some deltas. You could break out all the Greek letters, the mu, to try to make this point and try to show me that no matter how you slice it, with frequency distribution or whatever performance that it was, that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. You could go ahead and do all that. The problem is, dog, I was there. Like, we saw what it was. We saw what it looked like. It ain't this. Focus is a skill. Focus is a resource. Like the ability when something is going down that matters to be like, I am doing this and nothing else matters. I have no fear of the consequences. I have no fear of what happens if this doesn't go right. I'm not thinking about anything else in the world than this thing that I am doing right now. Like the ability to lock in on doing something like that is the most valuable ability that there is when you're talking about any level of achievement at the highest levels and echelons of what you're doing, that you can block everything else and lock in on it. I can't think of any human being in life that has ever been as good at doing that one thing as Michael Jordan is. So if you're talking about people that are on the same level, like a similar plane, whatever you bring up is not necessarily going to be a huge insult to the person that you're not going with. We're talking about the margins. What is the thing that separates this person from that person when both of them have an incredible set of accolades, attributes, talent, skills, everything else on both sides? But in the end, what we know about that one guy is he's going to be here no matter what, right? The other guy got better at it. But this guy right here, hey, man, I seen things happen to this one guy that I know would never happen to this guy. And you can think that that is incorrect, and you are welcome to do it. You just gonna have to be happy that you're right. Like, I feel like that's a lesson that so many of us could learn at various points, because so much of the time, we just on the internet arguing about a bunch of bullshit, right? Like, we just talk about such stuff that doesn't actually matter.
That's a fact.
And we get charged up, like we really, really get into it. And maybe if we could just say to ourselves very simply, I'm just gonna have to be satisfied that I'm right. Because I'm gonna be honest, I do that with y'all all the time. Social media is great when you, for a lack of a better term, because I don't want to sound classist and snobby, but for lack of a better term, if you are a regular person, rank and file, a member of the proletariat, perhaps, right? If we say it in these sorts of terms, then you can feel better about it and feel like you're part of something that matters. So if you're a member of the proletariat, social media gives you access to people that you kind of can't believe that you got access to, right? Like it makes the world smaller and brings these people that seem so far away, it brings you right up close to them, which I'm sure is cool for the proletariat. I don't know what it does for them people, but we have to acknowledge at times that this is a relationship based on a hierarchy, and the hierarchy is y'all are here to see me talk, and if one of y'all comes up here to talk, I'm out. So I turn it off. I'm not going to pay no attention, but see, when you turn it off, you can still do that quote tweet on top of it. And so I get in there looking at that, and now I can't help it, right? Now y'all's badass kids is online calling me all kinds of names, right? Throwing all this stuff out here, telling me I done got old, telling me I'm stupid. And you got to understand, man, today I got retweeted by a cabinet member from the Trump administration, and it was a compliment. Like, my mind is completely upside down about what the world is. But with the Jordan LeBron thing, I guess it's fun is because it's never ending and it's cyclical and everything else. This is just how it goes. This is just what it is. And then one day you're going to look up and you're the oldest person at the table, and you're going to be looking at the youngsters and you're going to be telling them that's cool. But I'm telling you, man, we were there. And there's going to be some other group of children, assuming that the world ain't fried up by then, and they're going to be looking back the same way when you talk about LeBron and they talking about Big Vic from France, and they saying all the same stuff, and they're going to be pulling up these clips of LeBron getting devastated in the post by J.J. Barea, right? They're going to go back and talk about getting swept by all these. They're going to pull out all that sort of stuff that you trying to pull out on Michael Jordan, and they're going to go back and they're going to look at them kids, and they're going to be like, all right, I hear you, but we were there. But just like you, I'm going to have to be satisfied with being right. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. Y'all not going to bow down before me and tell me I'm right. Y'all are not going to be like, the more I've been thinking about it, I've come around to your way of thinking. You're not going to do it. And even if you do, I'm not going to get no money. Prize Picks is the most fun you can have by winning up to.
I was thinking about Molly funny as hell, but he was right, though.
You don't have to be happy with being right, y'all.
Hey, that's man, I understand that more than anybody. You know what I'm talking about, man? I understand that more than anybody, man. So, hey, man, a broken clock is right twice a day. So, when it comes to all this GOAT talk, man, I don't even like using that word, to be honest with y'all. But, I mean, hands down, when it comes down to it, and I had to put it in these terms, but sometimes you got to do this, especially with black folks, because this is the only way y'all kind of understand some things. And then you're still going to be biased. But when Michael Jordan finally takes that trip on up to that upper room, he's going to be known as the greatest player who ever played basketball in human history. LeBron is not.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
We'll repeat that again, too, man. When MJ goes on up to the upper room, when the good Lord calls him home, He's going to be known as the greatest single player to ever play the game ever in human history. LeBron James is not.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It just is what it is.
Being top 10 in any sport collectively, top 20, top 50, top 100 is a great feat. You're a great player in any sport. LeBron is considered top 5. And that's respectable. Like
That's very respectable.
That is like fucking legendary. Like, there's nothing you could take away from it. Like once you get to the top 10, like this is what I don't like when people start trying to nitpick and talk about the other's game and all that. Nah, I don't really like to do that. Like, no, I could have a discussion without saying anything bad about Brown, Magic, Shaq. It's just certain things that we talk about when we talk about the greatest, and it's more, I don't really try to count like the off the court stuff, but even if you do the off the court stuff, like the changing of the game, USA, globalization of the game, that all is a huge nod to that. But we ain't even got to get there. We just keep it on court just the way it was. Like you said, when you seen all that, I seen these two eras. It's hard for me to be one of the people to say Kareem the best because I didn't get to really watch Kareem to the end of his career. So I ain't gonna say nothing, But I watched Kobe. Kobe, man. People. I feel like Kobe get passed up, and I don't get how Kobe get passed up so quick. I don't get that.
I think that's just wild.
Because when you look at the same stuff they give Bron a lot of credit for, I feel like Kobe had the same kind of effect. He did it back to back. He went 3 straight times too. The Lakers was a really good team. I don't feel like they was a great team, and to get to the championship 3 times with a team that I feel like wasn't great. That win 2 back to back. That was dope. Kobe got 5 championships. But shit, man, like I said, anybody in that top 5, top 10, 15, 20, man, you good money. Like, there's nothing bad you could say about any of those people. None of their games, there's nothing bad you could say. All great players. The greatest. Legendary type players, y'all. We got about 450 players every year playing.
Couldn't be LeBron James as his dad. I think what I'm more surprised about is just the shooting. I'm not saying he can't shoot the ball. I just hadn't seen him do it enough. But bro, he didn't miss. He was lights out with shooting that 3 ball. But his agility skills, guys, you have to understand. This kid was more ready than anybody. With LeBron James, what do you expect? You expect him to be prepared. You expect him to go. You expect him to be confident. You expect him. Look, we cannot expect him to be LeBron James, though, right? LeBron James is LeBron James. He's gonna have some traits of LeBron James, but at the end of the day, he's running. And I think NBA team is gonna pick him up. Who? I don't know what route. I don't know, but I know he will play in the NBA with his dad.
Shout out to Bronny, man. He had a good pro day, man.
All y'all out there hating on Bronny, saying Bronny this and Bronny ain't that, man, shut up.
Well, we still don't know. The jury's still out. See, look.
Why we terrible, man?
Why we terrible? You could come up.
Why we terrible,
drop the link. Hey, anybody's Eric, come up. Yeah, there we go.
Why we terrible, man?
Drop the link. You know what I mean? Like,
why we gotta be terrible, Glitch, man?
We ain't said nothing wrong.
That nigga said you niggas is terrible.
Nah, hey, Bronny got a good pro day, man. And what's crazy is, pro days and combines and stuff like this can get you in the league. You have a good pro day. You still got to go and do the summer league. I just want to see Bronny against some elite level competition. I feel like I just didn't get enough to see him against competition to make a stamp on anything. Like, when people, me and Virgin had talked about it a little while back when he first declared. And it's like we just don't have enough tape to really make a consensus. Like, we played videos on both sides where they talked about potential athleticism, all this, and those are things that, how many players do we say that about?
Right.
It's a lot of athletic players, but we got to see what players do against the actual competition.
The actual comp, you feel me?
That's what to me separates it. And
I would
you
have to
know,
agree.
I wanted to play this because that's dope. That definitely get people at least looking. They said he did good on the fight on pretty much all of the different aspects of the pro day that went on the 4-on-4, the 5-on-5, the shooting drill, cop fire, nice vertical. He's a little shorter than they expected. So, I know Gilbert Arenas and them was kind of talking like, especially if you come in the league trying to be a defender, coming in trying to defend point guards is the hardest position to defend. You got a killer every night at that point guard position and on the bench. So you got to be a very very elite, elite defender. And he got the length. You know what I mean? He got the wingspan. I mean, not the length, but he got the wingspan. They said. So we'll see, man. I'm always. I don't really go like a lot of people off of like combines and drafts and pro days as much as other
Right,
people do. I'm more of I gotta see it in real time in the game against the actual
right.
competition. Because even in summer leagues, it's I've been fooled by fools go in summer leagues before where I'm like I might put an instant stamp like, oh yeah, this player's gonna be good. Now it
It was
has been
showing out. It was showing out in the summer league.
showing out, bro, and then you get in the league, nigga, I don't get my
Especially to that
minutes.
big time court, man.
It's also about situations. Certain players get better situations in different places. It's
Right.
all politics in the NBA, y'all.
At the
It
end of the
is.
day,
It's heavy politics. Bronny got to go somewhere that's going to develop him. That's not going, pre-pause, pump and dumping, just because they want to get him and his dad to play a season together and then dump him off. Like, to me, that would be more disrespectful to his game than to him going to a team at the time to develop him like a Milwaukee did Giannis, per se. Like, develop a player into a good player to where you ain't just drafting somebody because they a top tier talent.
right.
So, you know,
Shout
the
out to Bronny,
Lakers,
man. You know what I'm saying? He got the
yeah,
skills and the talent like anybody else entering into that draft. He do good at the combine, man. I think he deserve it. He deserve a spot on somebody's team, man. If somebody
yeah,
see worth investing in him. Shit.
yeah, we'll see,
Worth
man.
investing in him, just having the name attached to your squad.
Yeah. But I don't want that to happen to him, though, man. I don't want
Yeah, we don't want to see that happen to Bronny.
because the Lakers don't develop players, and that's my only thing with him going to the Lakers. They don't like to develop players.
Right.
And from the looks of it, the way LeBron talks here and there, it sounds like he only gonna be here for a couple of years. So it's like, do you just really want him to be in the league for a couple of years and then be cycled out a year after you leave the league, or do you want him to be developed into a player that can at least become a good role player? We ain't expecting Bronny to be no LeBron or no shit like that, but at least a decent role player that can stay on the team and get him a 10, 15 year career, because you could do that if you learn how to develop into a good role player. So that's what he's gonna have to learn how to do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. We're gonna have to learn how to do NBA draft combine winners, losers. Amari Bailey impresses, Pistons and Rockets fall in lottery.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I really don't know too many players, so I ain't even gonna act like I know too much about most of these players. like the top guys was like some of the overseas guys or guys that didn't even play in college. So, I only really know some of the guys that played in college. And, this ain't like a strong draft for the most part. So we'll see, man. Like I said, I'm not a huge guy like on the draft and all this type stuff. Like I got to see what the actual talent does on the field. Just with NFL and NBA, I've seen a lot of great draft picks, right? It was projected to do all these great things, and it just never turned out to that. So, like I said, I'm more of I want to see the actual action of the player than the potential. Potential is cool, but action is better. Especially in sports. But we'll see, man. Because I think he's gonna get drafted. I'm almost 100% sure he'll get drafted.
Track beats, yeah. 614, yeah, we hard to quote. Number one in the street, most popular vote. 614, what you know about that? We getting paper now, we ain't messing with scraps. 614, yeah, we hard to quote. Number one in the streets, most popular votes.
This remind me of some gang stars back in the day. This is my joint.
Yo, it's nauseous. Call me sick, dude. Hit you with another flow. Yeah, it's some shit too. In the cut like a knife, straight Ginsu. Slick dude, and I'm ravishing like Rick dude. Shots, yeah, we changed the quote. We like wet cigarettes. We hard to smoke. Time is money. And I'm taking a minute, making bank accounts stretch for additional digits. We got life forces with halfway decent. Just looking at my air, I have you thinking of penguins. Pure water, ice on it, all aqua. My flow hits you right in the noodle. No pasta, I can go for 100, that's not no question. When I'm stroking a chick like a swimming lesson. We about to get the cash, yeah, get that dough. Only number that matters is 614. Yeah, 614, yeah, we hard to quote. Number one in the street, most popular vote. 614, what you know about that? We getting paper now. We ain't messing with scraps. 614, yeah, we hard to quote. Number one in the streets, most popular votes. Yeah, 614, what you know about that? We getting paper now. We ain't messing with scraps. Hey, yo, I probably gotta be rate 4-3. Number one on the charts, number one in the streets, on the grind. Even though I floss like I'm cleaning teeth, boss is what I'm trying to be. Putting niggas under me, hottest niggas spitting, burning niggas to the 3rd degree. Niggas don't worry me, I have them needing surgery. Fresh ones on my feet, every time a nigga step. 614 shit, that's what a nigga rep. And I just started, so no, I ain't finished yet. I know niggas with keys like a pianoist. I put heat on wax just like candlesticks. Better take pride in your hood before I damage it. My flow like Waffle House, always open. You could tell by my lips that I'm always smoking. Some niggas better than me, and they probably joking. Clock out, cause it's time for closing. C-Dub, nigga. 614, yeah, we hard to quote. Number one in the street, most popular vote. 614, what you know about that? We getting paper now, we ain't messing with scraps. 614, yeah, we hard to quote. Number one in the streets, most popular votes. 614, what you know about that? We getting paper now, we ain't messing with scraps. Yeah, come look at the map, cause we bringing it back. From the CEO, hey yo, we Chicago at. Ain't no way that I'm leaving, I'm doing oh so well. And the ladies call me Mr. Nice Guy like Dave Chappelle. Well, what you see is also what you get. And I see a lot of niggas and they claiming they spit, but I'm as real as they come. And you couldn't beat me even if I was labeled your son. This right here, dog, I do it for fun. You can find me on the north side, here with the blunt. Square in my hand, you know, money ain't a thing. Nothing on that weed to make your mind go blank. Hold up, let me gather my thoughts. Some say that I'm a pimp, got a swag to my walk. And the COE's green like the Incredible Hulk. And they won't hesitate to let the gun go spark. 614, yeah, we hard to quote. Number one in the street, most popular vote. 614, what you know about that? We getting paper now, we ain't messing with scraps. 614, yeah, we hard to quote. Number one in the streets, most popular vote. 614, what you know about that? We getting paper now, we ain't messing with scraps. Yeah.
Yeah. Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page. E.N.E Classics.
Hey.
So
Make sure y'all go to Virgil's Facebook page and check out that that just a friend freestyle my brother dropped, man. That shit is classic. You already know, man. Barred up is expected. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less.
yeah,
I don't know. Bird should play that right now, though.
I
feel
have
like
to
you
let
should.
niggas know, man. You
Matter of
heard
fact,
me?
you should play that as the last song of the night.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. You know what I'm talking about? So,
Yeah, Bird
you
should
know what
definitely
I'm
play
saying?
that.
Y'all niggas know. I had to let y'all niggas know, man. Bars is back, man, and Bars is here. You understand what I'm saying, man? And yeah, we ain't playing no games, man. You know what I'm saying? You step your bars up, man. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You did. All right. This nigga Deontay Wilder talking about. All right.
Take my advice.
Fury size is what makes him, I think, gain more success and stuff like that. When I see him and Usyk, I see how they cheated Cunningham with that clubbing. He laid his weight on him and then he grabbed him and clubbed him and stuff. I can see him doing the same thing with Usyk, putting his weight on him and stuff like that. I do think Usyk has more skill, but when it comes to the size and stuff, I don't think Usyk will be able to compete with the size or the hanging and stuff. But who knows? You know, that's just my opinion. Fury's size is what makes him, I think, gain more success and stuff like that. When I see him and Usyk, I see how they cheated Cunningham with that clubbing. He laid his weight on him and then he grabbed him and clubbed him and stuff. I can see him doing the same thing with Usyk, putting his weight on him and stuff like that. I do think Usyk has more skill, but when it comes to the size and stuff, I don't think Usyk will be able to compete with the size or the hanging and stuff. But who knows? You know, that's just my opinion. Fury's size is what makes him, I think, gain more success and stuff.
You know what?
Him and
It's
Usyk.
gonna be a good
I see
fight.
how
It's
they
gonna be a good fight.
cheated Cunningham with that clubbing. He laid his weight on him and then he grabbed him and clubbed.
That's some bulls. What'd you say, L?
It's gonna be a good fight. I think this is gonna be a
Yeah,
good
that's
fight.
going. This gonna be a good one, man. We got Usyk versus Tyson Fury.
I like it.
I like it too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a pretty even match.
I hope Fury in shape.
He better be, because Usyk gonna put them paws on him if he ain't.
Because he was out of shape against the UFC homie. He got his ass beat by Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua his ass, man.
Knocked his fucking block off. Yeah, so we'll see, man.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, when Fury takes fight serious, I mean, we know what he does, So we'll see. And Usyk, hey, right, like he said, he's a skilled fighter.
Very skilled.
They both dangerous fighters. They both tough fighters. So yeah, expect fireworks. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get straight to it. There ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Alicia
All right.
Clark. Alicia Clark, she's so cute.
Who?
Alicia Clark for the Aces. She's cold.
Smash that like button, click the bell, subscribe to the page, man.
That video of you and Devin Haney sparring, people were going crazy over it. He was just a teen when that happened. How do you feel like his boxing skills have improved since?
I think he was best on his game when he was that age. I think he was like 17. I wasn't that much older than him. I think we probably like 3 years older. Apart. But I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed him down.
Thank you so much. That video of you and Devin Haney sparring, people were going crazy over it. He was just a teen when that happened. How do you feel like his boxing skills have improved since?
I think he was best on his game when he was that age. I think he was like 17. I wasn't that much older than him. I think we probably like 3 years older. Apart. But I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed him down.
Thank you so much.
What you think about that, man?
Tank still want to fight, But the thing is, what weight they gonna fight at, man? Tank, he want these rehydration clauses and shit like that. Tank a little nigga, man. We gotta remember that Tank is a real little nigga. He prices like 135, so 140. And he don't want you to go above 150 when you rehydrate. So
right.
He got that natural power at that weight. And ain't a lot of people that can have that power at that weight, So he got that gorilla strength for that size. And like I said, that's just an unmatched thing at that weight class. I would like to see him fight, try to find a catch weight to fight at.
Right.
But we'll see. I don't, but like I said, I don't like no fight with a rehydration clause or any of that type shit. So I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, all that rehydration and all that crazy stuff, man.
Yeah. Like they making excuses like the Haney, you know what I mean? Look, man. That Garcia shit is real shaky, man. They talking about little traces, man. They got to give us some real shit. And then at the same time, man, it wasn't. That shit was skill in there. That nigga was skillfully whipping that nigga's ass. It wasn't just power that nigga was getting beat up by. That nigga was getting his ass whipped on every level. That was a master class, man. Haney just didn't take. I don't know, man. Haney normally a super smart fighter. That's what we normally give him all the credit for. And that fight, we can't even say it was weight that was an issue with that fight. It just was a whole hand-to-hand combat issue.
I'm sure you guys have seen all the tabloid news articles. Ryan Garcia tests positive for PEDs. And for those of you that don't know, PED stands for performance-enhancing drug. Now, got some major. I'm sure you guys have seen all the tabloid news articles. Ryan Garcia tests positive for PEDs. And for those of you that don't know, PED stands for performance-enhancing drug. Now, what did Ryan Garcia test positive for? Was it testosterone, trenbolone, Winstrol? Maybe John Jones gave him some of his T-ball. Well, no, right over here, he tested positive for ostarine, otherwise known as MK2866, which is a SARM. Now, you guys know I am the king or master of SARM's knowledge, and I may know a thing or two, and Ryan has since put out some responses to these claims in which I will have a full video, so make sure to subscribe to this channel. Now, ostarine over here is great for increasing lean muscle tissue, dropping body fat percentage, better output in the gym, faster recovery time, ideal for any type of combat sport. And I don't want to be the one to burst your bubble, but we should probably all know at this point, no one is natural. I'm sure you guys have seen all the tabloid news articles. Ryan Garcia tests positive for PEDs. And for those of you that don't know, PED stands for performance enhancing drug. Now, what did Ryan Garcia test positive for? Was it testosterone, trenbolone, Winstrol, maybe John?
At the time when the test results came back, Ryan had, at that point, 60 times the allowed legal amount of this substance in his system. There's no telling what the percentage was the night of the fight.
Well,
I would assume it was higher.
I thought they tested him pre-fight.
No, well, not to my knowledge. Or I mean, they tested him pre-fight, but the results ain't came back to when they just came back.
And that's what a lot of people got issues with, because them tests is supposed to literally come back before the fight.
And you know, I knew it was something funny to it when he was like 3 pounds overweight. I said, "Whoa."
Yeah, but that's on Haney and them. You know, Haney felt like.
And what I say about on Haney and those part,
he could have canceled the fight. You know, because at that point they offered him the chance to cancel the fight or not. He just didn't put the belt on the line.
Right.
You know, that was his output. Like, I'm not gonna put the belt on the line, which is a normal thing.
The boy tested positive for 2 different things in the system, man. Both illegal. By IBF and WBA, he should be suspended all the time.
Yeah, we gotta see what the results gonna be with the what they gonna do.
Yeah. I mean, you know, let's just put it like this, because we gotta put it in perspective. We gotta be fair. If this was a shoe on the other foot situation, right? If this was a shoe on the other foot situation, right? Just imagine that, right? Just imagine if Devin Haney won the fight and it came out that he was in the same situation Ryan's in. Y'all would be verbally eviscerating him. Y'all would be verbally crucifying him.
The thing is,
take his belts, take his titles. I mean, we gotta be real now, man. We just gotta be real about the situation, man.
But see, I can't even say that.
Hold on, quick. I'm gonna say that. Now, this is a racially motivated thing. This is one of those things that cause a further rift between alleged black and brown relations.
And that's what boxing do, though.
Ryan Garcia is Mexican, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know.
Very Mexican. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I won't say that, Bird, is because, like, you know, I mean, even with the whole John Jones effect, we never really canceled John Jones out. He just couldn't get off of the coat. When he came back, we embraced that motherfucker every time. I know I did. See, I honestly, I'm not the one to be like off of that shit. Like, you know, it's certain shit that I would say, like, even with, you know, Barry Bonds was my nigga, like, so, you know, certain shit. I ain't gonna act like you know, Barry Bonds is my, you know, even though I'm a White Sox fan, Barry Bonds is my favorite player of all time. So, you know, regardless.
We're gonna sit here and we're gonna sit here and act like this situation. No, this is a racially motivated situation right here.
Yeah.
You know, because
I'm a nigga that wants Barry Bonds in there. He should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm actually an advocate for it. I want Barry Bonds to be in the Hall of Fame. So, but I get why. I definitely, like Bird said, I definitely could see how somebody on the other side, if they say anything otherwise, like, and I like both sides. So, I'm a fan of Haney and a fan of Garcia. So, you know, I don't feel like he needs any of that because I've always believed in Garcia just by the way that he fought. Like me and Birds, we talked about this after the Tank fight, prior to the Tank fight. You know, so Garcia is always and I know Verge has respect for Garcia too. Like he got real fighting skill.
Man, oh man, and this is what I'm saying. This is, you know what I mean? Like,
His
I'm
hands.
I'm not going to say that this is denying his skills as a boxer, but it's definitely denying his integrity as a man, though. First, you said you don't do supplements or anything, but then you find out you do the ashwagandha, whatever it's called. So now you're testing for this stuff. Well, the only way it could be if it was in the ashwagandha. Company makes ashwagandha, makes a public report. Yes, you can test any of our products. We don't do any of that. So, well, it must have been something else I did. Well, Ryan, you just said you don't take other supplements. So what's going on now, bro? Right? Now you're blaming it on this guy, and everybody's like, man.
Yeah, we gotta see what
He's
these
not that important,
investigations come
Ryan.
out.
I'm sorry. You're not that important, bro. Hate to break it to you, but you're just not. They don't need
we
to
gotta keep an eye on this.
They don't need to come up with an intricate plot to try to like make you look bad. I mean, you really ain't got nothing to lose for real. You ain't had no titles.
Yeah.
You would have if you would have won this fight fair and square, and you made the proper weight like you should have made as a professional fighter. You should have made weight.
Yeah.
That's just crazy that you didn't make weight. 3 pounds.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah. He paid that nigga. What he paying like $150,000 because he made a bet with that nigga. Like he literally made the bet. But that's another thing. Ryan Garcia also got to stop taking these fights at these weights, man. I don't get why he keeps trying to take. He shouldn't be taking fights at these weights, man. I'm tired of seeing these niggas.
Garcia was juiced up and definitely had an advantage.
No, I'm saying, but he taking these whatever these type joints, it always leads back to a nigga trying to cut weight and shit. I don't like that shit.
He had an advantage.
I don't like niggas trying to cut weight or none of that shit. I want niggas to fight at their weight that they should be fighting at. This is the same shit that I always told you about Errol Spence.
Yeah.
Remember, I used to always tell you this about Spence. I was like, that nigga should have been out of 147 about 4 or 5 fights. Because, man, when you look at these niggas and what they go through to keep making the same weight, and as men, you're going to get naturally bigger muscle mass or whatever, you're going to carry more weight. Nigga, you fought your whole career in one weight class is fucking suicide. Ryan Garcia is naturally a nigga who swells up to 160. That means that nigga should never be fighting at 140. He should be fighting at 147 at the very least. At the very least. I don't like that's one thing I don't get why he keeps fighting these 140s and 140. Bro, go up to 147, 154, and that'd be a weight that you ain't gotta do none of this extra shit for. Like, I'm sorry, I just keep seeing it with these fighters doing this shit. Even going up in weight. We seen Charlo trying to go up in weight. We seen Canelo trying to go up in weight against Beagle. You know what I mean? Charlo trying to go up in weight against Canelo. Like, this shit in boxing, man, weight classes matter. It's the reason why niggas got weight classes. Any other sport, you know what I mean? You might be able to get away with it. But when you going in boxing, man, weight classes matter.
Trophies for the whole team.
That's why Tank is smart. You know, Tank don't play with that weight shit. He tell a nigga, yeah, you can fight me, but you can't go up in weight, nigga. You know? Shout out to the Usyk fight, man. Hey, shout out to motherfucking Lomachenko last weekend too, man, putting on the show against Kambosos. I told y'all about Kambosos, man. Told y'all that nigga was fucking falsified information, man. That nigga been a fraud for a little minute now. He been living off of that one win, that one Teo win when he caught Teo on the worst night of his life, like, and that fucking I told y'all that was a fluke. And we seen what's been happening ever since. And they gifted him that fight against Max Hughes last year. Like he did not win that shit. That was the fucking the worst scorecard I've seen in years. I don't even think I've seen the scorecard that horrible. Man. Y'all tripping, man. Kambosos should not get any more fucking title fights, y'all. If Top Rank puts that nigga in another title fight, man. Well, I ain't gonna say Top Rank got some dope fighters. I will still watch Top Rank because Top Rank got a great fighting style. But these niggas, Top Rank gotta stop putting these niggas on a pedestal that ain't that. You know, I'm tired of Top Rank doing that. But yeah, so hope everybody have a great night tonight, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button on y'all's way out. That like, hit the bell, all that great shit. And you know, catch y'all on Friday. I might be a little. I don't know if I might be on the Friday show. I got a late game. These 8:30 games be kicking my ass, y'all. But we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna get straight to it, man. Hey, man, tap in, walk with us, smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. My man Glitch never hit the link. He never came up to tell us why we was terrible. You know, but it's all good. Yeah. That nigga ain't want to come up here and explain to us why we goddamn terrible.
Yeah.
But it's all good. Hey, man, this right here is the Just a Friend challenge that I started. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all niggas get y'all bars up, man.
Ice cold.
Smash that like button. Smash that like button. Click on the bell. Subscribe to the page. Share and social engineering. Step your bars up, niggas. Let's go. Yeah. E.N.E stacks with the facts. Just a Friend challenge. Let's see where your bars is at, nigga. Let's go. I remember when I used to play with digi scales, breaking down bricks to zips, pounds from bales. The doorbell was alert for when I had a cell. His ghost face from killer work brought me supreme clientele. When you hustling in these streets, a lot of things entail. Don't trust the showcase, you ain't know niggas will lie and tell. Change is cool to cop, more important is lawyer fees. Nowadays, clout and fame replacing loyalty. Coming outside with no shame is considered royalty. Y'all call me conspiracy theorists. My dome where tinfoil should be. Y'all be in secret rooms. Call y'all Professor Oglesby. In group chats with chicks and y'all discussing me. I'm not discussing y'all. That's disgusting, dog. Nasty work. Nothing I'd entertain at all. I'm sipping on Donate and flute glasses. Making business deals. Swiss accounts is where the stash is. Copping acres of land livestock is where the grass is. But fly floating, beat stinging, just call me Cassius. E.N.E, we making music for the masses. Hands on your knees, chicks start twerking asses, smoking finest the gases, same color as some fruity pebbles. Gotta adjust the treble to get on my level. And you know we about to start having that merchandise. Climate club overseas, niggas can't beat our purchase price. Wine tasting events, we monetizing our social life. I really don't fuck with chicks that be on social sites. Them be the type to think they smart, but they really stupid. Talking about manifesting, all he dreams is lucid. I wake him up with a daughter of the heart, call me Cupid. I don't fuck with chicks with stank box that be smelling putrid. I only fuck with chicks that like to keep their body tight. Long waist and collarbones, you know her ass is nice. 2 beat cut, stagger a little. Her face card is valid. Watch what she eat, a peach with a caprese salad. Natural hair, no lace fronts, no closure pieces. On Donna's wide, I read her mind. Telekinesis. So what's the thesis? Niggas ain't seeing me all day, every day. No days off, nigga. It's E.N.E, bitch. Stacks with the facts. Just a friend challenge. Get your bars up. Y'all niggas ain't got no bars for real. Let's go.